When I went to school for education, there was no such thing as a STEAM teacher. I spent 13 years in the regular classroom teaching first, second, third, and fourth grade. And then this opportunity presented itself several years ago, and I interviewed for it, and it's amazing because now instead of teaching 25 kids, I get to teach 750 kids every week. So it's a lot of students, but I love that I get to see everybody from kindergarten to fifth grade. There's such different ranges and their abilities, but I like to be able to push them and teach them that it's okay to make mistakes, and learning from our failures is how we really have success. So that's just kind of one of the reasons why I love doing what I do in STEAM. So it was years ago, it was one of my first years teaching, and somebody was like, oh, you should apply for a grant. And I was like, I'm still new at this teaching thing and I don't really know what I would do. But I kind of researched it and kept up with their Facebook page and their website. And over the years, I kind of got a little braver, decided to write a couple applications, and one of them was funded a couple years ago, which was like the best feeling ever. The Union County Ed Foundation grant is great because it's, it's very straightforward, and it kind of makes you think, detailed budget of what you need and keeps you on track with all the pieces of that, and it's a very easy process, and I'm glad I've done it. So in September, it was late Sunday night, early Monday morning, I woke up and I was freezing, and I'm never freezing when I sleep, and I went and got some extra blankets and took my temperature, and I freaked out because it was like 104, and then progressively got worse Monday into Tuesday and Tuesday into Wednesday. I went into the doctor on Wednesday, and she was like, you need to get to the emergency department as soon as you can. So they immediately took me back, and thankfully they did. So it turns out it was not the flu. I was admitted that night and was in the hospital for almost a month, and learned that I had a staph infection, which had spread to my heart, and I had to have heart surgery, and that was very, very scary. I was in ICU for almost the entire month that I was in the hospital, and that's enough to drive anybody crazy with all the noises and the lights, and I was not doing great mentally at that point. And when I heard from Amy Sperry that I had been awarded this grant, it immediately gave me such a boost and kind of put it back into perspective about, hey, the end is in sight. When you get back to school, I know that there will be this thing there for you to look forward to. And as soon as we got back in January, we dove headfirst into it, and it really just kind of made my spirits lift, and I am very, very grateful for it. So this grant was for something called string art. For anybody who's not familiar, I gave my students a piece of wood. They got to pick the shape, and then they picked a design that was school appropriate to create, and they got to use hammers and nails, which I'm amazed at how many students had not had the opportunity before to use tools that we think of as so commonplace, but they'd never had the experience to use. The students were really excited. I kind of gave them some clues, and they had to guess what we were doing. So I showed them a picture of some nails and a hammer and some string, and they were like, we have no idea what we're doing, Miss Erb. So once I finally revealed it, there was like cheers from everybody, and they were so excited because they got to think of something and express themselves in a creative way that they don't have time to do in the regular classroom, and they probably don't have the time and experience to do at home. And thanks to the fine people with Stallings Parks and Rec, they agreed to let us display our projects at Stallings Park, and they're open to the community, and they look beautiful, and the kids love going to see them. Without programs like the LIFT grant, I don't think that there would be as many opportunities for students to kind of experience real-world activities and, just kind of have different spaces to learn and fail and grow. Without the LIFT grant, I don't think that they would be as successful as they are being right now. I think it's vital that people in the community support the Ed Foundation because, this is the next generation of students who's going to be working in all of our offices and taking care of you in the hospital and teaching the next round of students. And without opportunities and experiences that are afforded by the LIFT grant, then they're severely less likely to kind of have successful students in those fields. I can't thank the people enough that are on the board of the Ed Foundation. They have had such a great impact, and I don't think that maybe they know how much impact they have. So, I love when people come in to the classroom and see what we're doing. So anybody's welcome to come in, and I think if you're not involved with the Education Foundation, then now would be a perfect time to get involved, because more and more teachers need support, and this is a great time to kind of show them the support that they need.